welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. That's my daughter. As our adventure begins, it is stardate 1018.82. The party is on the Star Runner, which is holding position above a forest planet. The party has recovered a data pad that gives them the location of the Spelljammer. It is currently on the elemental plane of water. So, adventurers, how would you like to proceed?
Well, that was a rousing speech we just gave the crew. Now let's turn home.
So Arvine speaks up and shares that she knows of a place called Sigil that she passed through once before when she went to recover the reincarnation of Matisse. And that Sigil is a city where there are many gates and gate spells to be found. So her theory is that that might be the best place. She doesn't know a lot about the elemental plane of water, but hopefully that could at least get us there.
I'm assuming that since you've been there, you know how to get there.
I know of a planet that has a gate to get to Sigil, so yes. It's not in wild space, it's in a different plane as well.
Well, that's a bit of a buried shovel problem then, isn't it?
I don't have a better answer for you, Strax.
Mm-hmm. So you have a way to get to the plane of water, but we don't have a way to get to the place to get to the plane of water.
I know that we have to go to the planet. I know where it is. I can give
I thought
Hal
you said
the
the planet was
coordinates.
on another plane of existence.
No. Sigil is on another plane of existence.
Oh, well, be a little more clear. Jeez.
Par for the course. Squabbling between Arvine and Strax.
I got nothing. I just gave a rousing speech. I'm going to bed.
It's been a long time since I've been near the water. That might be very refreshing for me to feel that same enthusiasm.
That what?
Whoa!
Speak, Greg.
to get wet in the water again, like in old times.
If we get onto the plane of water, are we going to be able to find you?
I'm not that blue.
Where's Matisse swimming? I don't see her.
Arvine would have the
Can't just
question
walk
about
around asking people about their blueness.
how does one navigate the plane of water? We might need to do some research because I know, like on the Astral Sea, you need a skimmer or something because you're basically floating other's, right?
Good thing we got a ship.
Is the plane of water like an ocean or is it full of water?
Well,
You
actually, can I make an
can
intelligence
make
check?
a
Because an Arcana check?
Arcana. Yeah.
Arcana.
Arcana. If you want.
Arcana,
And-
Let's see if your shiny dice likes me.
There you go.
Does your shiny dice want to give me information on the plane of water?
It's right here.
No, it doesn't. I rolled a 3, but I got a plus 10 on Arcana, so 13.
13. You know that there is land in the elemental plane of water. That there are basically large quantities of ocean. It is not just like an entire dimension filled with water.
So it's not just a fish tank.
Correct.
So it's like
it's not just a fish
So it's
tank.
like islands in a huge ocean.
Pretty much. That is
Tracts of
the
water.
basics of it. Yes.
See, my brain had a different mental picture because of the meta level of when we had another campaign with the character who opened a gate to the plane of water and what happened.
And drowned a ship, yeah.
Which incidentally was
it
played by
opened in
the
the ocean.
That's all right. That was then, this is now.
Our Mr. John was the originator of that.
Shocking.
Shocking. Chaos coordinator in and of himself. Dum bum bum.
So, all right. So, well, what I do know of the plane of water is that it's essentially a giant ocean and with occasional little spots of land here and there.
Okay.
So, sounds to me like it's probably going to be navigable until we need to, like, actually go in the water at some point.
Yes, the
Then we can
question-
cross that bridge when we get to it.
Can we find a gate that's big enough? I doubt we'd find a gate that the whole Star Runner could fit through, but maybe at least the Sky Coach. Sky Coach, do I have the right word?
You do.
Hey!
What? The ship's right? It only took 2 years?
Holy ship!
What, the ship?
So maybe if we could find a
Oh,
gate
shit.
big enough to bring the Sky Coach through, then that would give us a means to navigate. That would give us a means to navigate.
Well, Sigil's probably one of the few places that would actually have a gate that large. Unless we want to pay a wizard some exorbitant sum of money.
I could
I
be a
mean-
wizard.
Well, we're
Eventually.
talking
You're kind
all
of a
this,
wizard.
all this talk, and we probably don't have that much time as far as if we're trying to beat the others who might now be alerted that the ship is somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess
You're
we
not sure that anybody else has any knowledge of where it is, Greg.
Well, we can. Let's.
Well, he
Head
did say
off
the
for,
time was of the essence for.
This
Because it-
planet
because it
will
might
take us to
move.
Sigil
Yes.
until
Okay.
such time,
Yeah.
and we
Alright.
can talk about it on the way.
Okay. So I'm assuming I would know the location of the planet that had the gate.
Yes,
or
you do.
the portal to
Yep.
Sigil.
Yeah, you do.
Off we go.
Under the
Wild black yonder.
Nice.
Wow.
Like you guys are siblings or something.
barf.
Nice. Nice.
Already got Sarah snorting. Yes, the planet is called Garanath,
Okay.
and based on conferring with Hal, it's about 3 weeks from your present location.
Oy vey.
That shouldn't be a problem. We
Well,
got supplies for
I guess
that.
we're getting a long rest.
Yes, many, many long rests.
When do you want them to be? Oh no, I guess it's 30 in this land.
So you're going to Garanath on the Star Runner to where the portal to Sigil is, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So you make your way. You have a 3-week journey, and nothing particularly out of the ordinary happens along your way. So you basically get there, and Hal pulls the ship into orbit, and you let me know how you want to proceed. You know that it's the planet. Arvine knows that the planet is largely unpopulated by humanoids. It has a lot of creatures. It has, mountains, forests, lots of typical stuff that you find on an average planet. Class M, if you will.
I mean, we could go with Ruffian and the Sky Coach down and see, if the portal's big enough to bring the Sky Coach through, then...
Well, actually, Arvine knows that it is located on a mountain peak inside a circle of stones. You know that it appears at midnight once every 7 days for 10 minutes. And it is basically a 6-foot diameter circular opening.
Okay.
The ship would not fit in that.
Okay.
No.
Well, if we can't even get the ship to Sigil, then I guess we're not taking the ship to the elemental to the plane of water. So
I didn't think we were going to be able to. We need to tell Hal just to kind of hide out. Keep a defensive pattern in orbit somewhere, hide behind a planet if something shows up.
what's the range on our communicators?
Miles.
In miles. Okay.
But I don't think it'll work between dimensions.
No, they don't.
We already have
I
established
mean, I don't want to
that.
send them back to the rock. They've clearly gone hunting for us at the rock at this point.
They've gone
so-
hunting for us.
No, but we
No.
also don't want to leave the crew hanging about here for who knows how long. I don't know. Maybe this portal
And
opens
what if we
once
have to
every
come
7
back
days.
here and they're not here?
Well, this portal opens once every 7 days. Maybe they can just check in on the place once every 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, you can send them on have them explore.
Supplies or something.
Maybe go resupply, things like that. I mean,
Yeah, we could have
Do
them
your
come
thing.
through, and then if we get
They just got a
if we
bunch of
get
money
the
to-
Spelljammer, then
They
we'll be
did.
back through. I guess the question.
I'm thinking if we get a hold of the Spelljammer and actually get control of the thing, that won't be a concern.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
we can just kind of blip wherever.
hopefully we can find them. But yeah, I guess give them a time schedule to check through here and then have them do a random patrol of the local planets and get supplies at Rebel Station when needed.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Yeah, I mean, there's enough people at Rebel Station where hopefully that they wouldn't have trouble.
Well, that's
there.
like 6 weeks away.
Okay.
So are you saying this to them or to
You're the
Hal?
captain.
I'm kind of theorizing this with my circle of close.
I say let them do
Cohorts
whatever, as
here.
long as they check back in every 7 days in case
Yeah.
they need us. In
Well,
case we need them.
yeah, I want. I tell Hal and Ola, or
Ola?
Olo, yeah, almost Odo, but not quite. To maintain a random patrol of the planets, like within about maybe a 1 week vicinity of here, and to pass back through this area. You know, when we go through the portal, we'll tell them when and have them try to come back at that time every 7 days.
Sure.
And if we are there, or if we can get there once we get the Spelljammer, we will obviously report back to them when we can.
Okay.
But otherwise, I want them in a random pattern so that it makes them less likely to be caught by Zaxos' fleet.
And also gives them something to do so they're not standing around bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Hal and Olo have no problem basically checking out the area, as far as like what's within 3 or 4 days travel of this planet.
I mean, I give them also, I give Hal the coordinates for my parents' planet and the instructions that if they do encounter trouble to try to run there and see if they can recruit some martial help from them on that planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Yeah. Or Arrakis, but I don't know how close that is and how easy the Fremen would be to find.
I think it would be hilarious to start throwing worms at their enemy, our enemies there.
I mean, it stopped his fleet before. Yeah.
Okay. So you're taking the sky coach down with Ruffian to the planet's surface? Okay. And so then...
We'll basically go through the gate when it opens and tell Ruffian at that point. We'll communicate with the Star Runner, let them know we're about to step through, and have Ruffian go back as soon as we're done.
He can go back once we get through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so... let's see. Where are we here?
Sorry.
So you leave the Star Runner on the sky coach with Ruffian piloting. You basically do your best to direct him to where the mountain top is, where the standing stones are, the circle of stones. And it's night when you arrive there. Do you wait until the morning, or do you go at night?
Is that like night before it would open, or
You don't know.
Okay.
You have no idea.
We could be here
okay.
a week.
Yeah, you could be here a week.
I didn't know if Arvine would know the time frame, so
You just gotta wait and see which night it's gonna
yeah.
it's gonna happen on.
I would guess that we stay there and see what happens, and then
Okay, so you're going down at night when you arrive.
yeah, just in case
To that
that's
spot.
the night
Okay.
that it's going to open,
Okay,
right? We
sure.
might as well see. Yeah,
Sure.
Do you
Okay.
know what time of the day?
I would think I would know, but I don't.
It opens at midnight.
He said
Yeah,
midnight.
midnight.
Yep.
Okay.
I did say that. Yep.
So we want to be there at midnight every night, and basically, if it doesn't open, then we go back to the ship to be with the crew.
All right, so, I
yeah.
mean, if it's not yet midnight, we'll go down and take a look. If it's past midnight already, well, whatever. I'm not gonna go set up camp in the dark.
Yeah, I'd rather stay where it's
Okay,
safer.
so you wait until midnight, and
Yeah.
then you fly down with Ruffian to see if the portal's there.
11:45.
Yeah,
Sure.
Make sure we get there in time.
Let's not pull a Sarah and try and be on time.
Okay, so essentially you do this for a few days, and it's not there, and you go back. You're saying you're going to go back to the Star Runner, and then once it's there, once you've gone through, Ruffian will go back, and then they'll start doing their patrols. Okay, so a few nights go by, and the portal is not there, and then on the fourth night, you fly down shortly before midnight, and you see the portal, but you also see a huge lizard-like creature that looks like it's laying down in front of the portal.
Oh boy.
We got 10 minutes.
It's hard to see because it's dark, but there's a very large reptilian creature
I say we
in front of the
airdrop.
portal.
I mean, We could step down and have Ruffian fly away to a safe distance and just try to negotiate, see if this creature's sentient, if it's just a monster.
Take too long. Let's just sneak past.
Yeah, you're really sneaky.
I can be.
Or we can use some misdirection and have someone fire on it and take its attention.
What do you guys think?
Right now, you're probably like 100 feet away.
You have greater invisibility. I could cast it on him.
On him, but the constructs and the... I don't think we're going to manage to sneak into the gate. We can try,
Well.
but...
We only have to run through it. We don't
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
as much
I
as
guess
fun
let's-
as it might be to try to fight this thing, we're kind of on a schedule.
Is there kind of maybe an outcropping or something a little closer where we can hop off of the sky coach and have some cover and try to approach from a more hidden standpoint?
Well, it's on a mountain peak, so you can basically be left anywhere below the peak and then just walk your way up there.
I'm trying to see if there's a point where we can make an approach that's like not extremely difficult to climb, but also sheltered enough where maybe we can stay out of line of sight of this creature
Sure.
until the last second.
Sure, yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'd
mean,
like to try to find.
There's basically like, there's probably about 20 feet from the portal to the Ring of Stones.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the Ring of Stones, it's starts to get mountainous, and then as it goes down away from the peak, it starts to get more and more mountainous, but it's not like you can't navigate it on foot.
Okay.
But how long? Because
How long, what?
How long would it take us to navigate it, though? Because you said that it's only open for 10 minutes.
Yes, that's true.
That's
means we
also
pretty
a
much have to
concern.
land right on the mountaintop.
Yeah, I mean, you can land close enough that you have some cover from it,
Yeah.
but less than 10 minutes from getting into the portal.
I'm talking
Yeah,
like
that's
just
fine.
just below. Yeah,
Sure,
so,
that's
okay.
fine. No issues.
All right. So yeah, that's what I'd say we do.
Okay, so Ruffian drops you off.
Yeah. Goes back to circle at a safe distance.
Yep. You want Ruffian to stay close by right now and wait for you to go through?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then take off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, if things go really south, hopefully we have an escape route.
sure.
Yeah.
He turns on the giant cannon underneath the sky coach. I'm just kidding.
I mean, there's a
just drops off
ballista. We could have him man the ballista, but then he'd make himself a target. That probably is not a good idea.
Okay, so there's probably about 9 minutes left.
So we're going to try to sneak up to the gate and make a mad dash and sprint through it before whatever this thing is notices.
Okay, so when you get to where you can see things a lot more clearly, you can see that it is a dinosaur. It looks like it's bipedal with a big tail, tiny little arms in the front, big head,
Big head.
T-Rex, great.
and you, unless you can move through a solid object, you can't get past it to get into the gate.
Oh, okay.
It is laying in a position where it is blocking the gate.
All right. Can we attack it with the element of surprise? Or can you
I don't
divert it?
see why not.
Are you crafty enough to lure
Is
it
it wearing
somewhere
anything
else?
made out of metal?
Oh, God.
Yes, it has plate armor,
Crap.
Dino Riders.
crafted just for itself.
What about Janie? Hold person? Could you hold it?
It's not a person.
It's not humanoid.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
But what about a big boom boom spell?
Hold person, Greg.
100 feet
Person.
off the other side of Mountain Peak. I wonder if it could be lured away.
Like magic missile, something 120 feet away.
Something just off in the opposite side from where we're coming up.
I could shoot a fireball.
A smaller one, maybe.
I could drop a fireball right on the gate.
That may backfire.
It might go through the gate. You might find dead goblins on the other side.
Problems when we get to Sigil. The law
Realistically,
enforcement in Sigil is not friendly.
we need it to move. So whatever we
Some
do,
poor guy in Citrus like, hey, a door. Fireball is exploding through the door.
Walk through it, a very angry blue lady
how
is
much
standing on
time
the
do
other
we
side.
have left
Oh no.
to get into the portal?
Okay, you get about 8 minutes right now.
Okay.
Then we need to do
Okay.
something
Quick
quick.
pause. I need to check some
Yeah.
rules. Okay.
We will not pause. There is no pause in D&D.
Use my black powder rifle.
There is no pause, only Zool.
That will make the noise where we are. The idea is to make the noise far away from us.
Well, if it's noisemakers that you want,
Where's your
noisemakers I
timer
can
hammer
do.
when you need it? Oh, right, it melted.
Okay, with my choice. Oh man, but I can only. Okay, well I can do 2. But how long does it take me? How long does it take me to do this though? 1 action. Okay, that's easy. Not a problem. 6 seconds.
Okay. What does Trax do? Dare I ask?
Pick up 2 rocks.
Okay.
1, I can make light. 1, I can make scream.
Okay.
And we throw them.
And they go wherever they go. And make noise and light.
Okay.
Or the try to
Sure.
lure it away, right? We just need to get it a little bit away from the door.
Sure. Arvine can try to throw it off the other side of the mountain peak, and hopefully it'll
Well, it needs to see it.
clatter. Yeah.
See and hear it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening?
Okay.
Right.
So I pick up 2 rocks. I grab my tinker's tool.
You hit it with a rock.
I hit it with a rock.
You throw it at the T-Rex. Got it.
Okay. Okay. Well, be ready.
Okay.
1 rock. I
rock.
attach a little device to it, and it starts. And it makes a just a little 5-foot radius light. It just glows.
Sure.
Next rock, attach a similar device to it. It starts screaming.
Start screaming.
Yeah.
Arvine is going to try to
And give it an
duck out from behind the rock and stay really low and pitch first the lighted rock and then the screaming rock, like one after the other, and basically over the dragon's shoulder off the other
T-Rex.
side.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, yes, the T-Rex. Did I say dragon? I
said dragon.
Yeah, of course I did. D&D, man.
So tell me that one more time.
So she's going to duck out
Basically.
from behind the hiding spot, stay
Yep.
really low, and try to basically chuck first the lighted rock and then the sound rock, one after the other, over the dinosaur's shoulder, kind of going off the other side of the mountain peak.
Okay.
And if it's dumb enough, hopefully it will be attracted to light and sound and run over that way.
Okay. So you throw the lighted rock first, and then the screaming rock.
The idea being that I don't want to illuminate where we are and show where we are any more than I have to.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen, but your passive perception picks up on the fact that you think you can hear some snoring.
Okay.
Can we climb over?
That might be an option.
Janie,
Blocking the way.
I mean, you could set off a fireball like right next to it on the other side. And that, I mean, if that doesn't wake it up, then I'd say we just try to walk over it into the cave because clearly it's a heavy sleeper.
I kind of snorted a little bit, but that's it.
So,
Hey, maybe if you can still see and hear, if we can wake it up just enough, it'll still go after it.
that's why I'm suggesting
Yeah,
the
how long?
fireball
How long does it
this time.
scream?
Until I tell it to stop.
Okay, I'm gonna set off a fireball right next to it, so it doesn't actually hit it. It
Okay.
doesn't hit the gate,
Okay.
but it hits.
Large explosion of fire.
Yes,
explosion of fire.
large
Did anyone-
explosion of fire.
Did anyone just
So I'm
think
gonna
about
go-
food?
Level 3,
Yep.
which is the lowest level I can do.
Okay.
Still 8.
Okay, and you said you're not putting the T-Rex in the fireball.
in the fire at all. No,
Okay.
just right next to him.
It'll feel the
Hopefully
heat.
it'll warm up his tail.
Gotcha.
Lightly singed.
Well, that's probably the best fireball I've ever rolled.
With nothing in it.
Well, nothing in it.
21. Does it matter how much it is? Big fire. Big fire.
But you like to roll dice, so I'll let you roll dice. So there's a big explosion of a fireball, and it does wake the T-Rex up,
Okay.
and it gets up, and it kind of seems alarmed, and it's like looking around, and the screaming rock seems to gets its attention, and there's also light in the general vicinity of where that is. So it basically moves off and goes after the light / screaming sound.
Run for the gate.
Double dash.
For the hills.
Run for your life.
80s music.
Okay, so you all beat feet through the portal.
And Chris is like, there goes that combat encounter.
That's okay.
It's like, and now you're not fighting anything tonight.
We don't want to be fighting dinosaurs.
I do, but we're on a hurry.
Medicate bets that there's a good chance of a fight being picked in Sigil, but we'll see how things
I give it like a 50-50 chance that you guys would try to evade it.
Okay.
So, okay, so you step out of the portal and into a busy street that has hundreds of people. All around you is a bustling metropolis. Unlike anything you've ever seen, the city appears to be grossly overpopulated. The air is stale, and the streets and alleyways are gray and dingy. There is no sun, but there is light all around, similar to that provided by the sun, but with a near perpetual haze. There is so much noise you can barely hear yourself think. There are a couple of forges nearby, releasing foul-smelling smoke. The streets are filled with every imaginable inhabitant. With a brief glance, you see elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, dragonborn, tiefling, and humans, as well as representatives of many monstrous humanoid races. What you see above you can barely be believed. It looks as though there is more of the city miles overhead, but upside down. The city seems to be made on the inside of a gigantic ring. The ringed city is oriented horizontally and floats in the air around a tall spire of rock that juts up from the ground hundreds of feet below. The landscape at the bottom of the spire is rocky, mostly flat, and extends for miles in all directions until eventually becoming mountains in the distance. So how would you like to proceed?
I don't like this place.
It is gross and overpopulated.
I mean,
I mean, you guys should be following
so
based on the orientation of the ring, but you're not.
Arvine would probably know where she figured out how to get a gate to the astral sea before, so she would probably figure that the same seller might either have or have connections to the plane of water, and she also thinks that we should keep our eyes open for shopping and figure out something to do as a vessel when we get to the plane of water.
Yeah, I'm thinking we don't
We
want to be caught
probably
in the middle of the
need-
ocean with nothing.
I don't know if she, would she know like if an astral skimmer or something like that would work as a seafaring vessel, or like, yeah.
I myself don't know if that would work. I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the actual skimmer in a while.
Okay.
It might be something where it only works on the astral sea. I mean, just to keep it simple, I'll say that it's an astral skimmer because it works on the astral sea.
So she might look and see if she can get something similar to that, but for like a sea skimmer, if such a thing exists. She might talk to sellers about what's a good portable, hideable type of boat if we were going somewhere with a lot of lakes.
Well, we can get ourselves a
Or she'd
foldable
figure
boat.
that whoever has the portal
Boat.
to the gate, to the plane of water, would have some knowledge about that they
Or
could
you
share.
could put the
So-
sky coach in the bag of holding.
I don't think it'll fit through.
I said if only.
You need a portable hole.
Yeah. Where's the portable hole when you need it?
Best find ever.
So,
for sure
Kate,
something.
so Arvine knows from having been here that this place has access to more magic items than the Rock of Brawl.
Okay. So she would want us to take a look around for that. Yeah, we would hope that maybe some kind of a magical portable ship or better storage mechanism could be found. So yeah,
I'm gonna make my
she'll
own-
try to guide people towards that shopping
check.
district, wherever that is.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
basically the entire ring, the entire city, is a shopping district. It's you know that there are some small residential areas because some of the population is native and they've been here for as long as they can remember. There are definitely people who can move freely through the gates as well.
Okay.
But typically you have to have a key, which you know,
Okay.
and the keys can be expensive.
Okay.
But I'm just letting you guys know that this is a potential shopping opportunity.
Yes.
I have the Dungeon Master's Guide in case people want to look for specific magic items, and I can try to give you a price for them.
Is there such a thing as a +2 laser sword?
Yes,
Or-
there
or
is.
you would
Or even
probably-
just a
yeah.
plus, or even just a +1 gun, so I can get my infusion back. Hint, hint.
Yes.
She'd probably want, magical laser swords if they could be found, magical armor, magical studded leather, I think is what she has. What's in her inventory? You were talking
Yes,
about
Trax,
more
you'll get
powerful
your
things to
bloody
keep us.
gun back.
from being scryed on. I don't know if we need spell components.
Better if it's bloody.
With people leveling up, like, do we need diamonds or anything like that? Do the people who have Revivify have diamonds in stock?
Pretty sure I've got the necessary.
Do I have a bit
I thought that we bought like 2 or 3 diamonds per
I've got
person
two.
who
I've got
had
two,
it, yeah.
and as much as we've needed it so far, I think 2 will be okay for now.
Oh, I have Revivify.
Right, you want to make sure that you have diamonds too. I thought both you and Strax took care of that, but I might be wrong.
Yes, I have 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what are people particularly interested in?
Each of you do.
Does anybody have an item they want to look for?
I have a vague recollection of a collapsible boat
Collapsible boat.
or something along that line.
So what would I... They probably can't do better than...
See if you can find it in D&D Beyond, John.
I will look. Yes.
You have +1 armor already,
I have the armor that Strax made me.
which is
Which
not
really
magic.
pretty, but it's not
Yeah,
magic.
so either you'd be looking for +1 armor or something that you could use to imbue your current armor with magic, like that potion we found with
Folding boat.
another seller.
Yep. Got it right here. Folding boat.
So maybe armor and a +2 laser sword.
Yeah, Arvine would be looking for the +2 laser swords and armor to upgrade as well, which she has. She actually already has +1 studded leather, but if she could get +2, then that would help.
So you go around the marketplace trying to basically price a folding boat,
Okay.
and the cheapest seller you can find is selling one for 500 gold.
500 gold.
Folding boat.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a couple more that are
They come from the
So that's
party.
more expensive.
125 each.
They all seem to be the same, but
Yep.
500 gold is for a folding boat.
All right. I'll give you some money.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna try to haggle the guy, but
I'm pondering. I'm assuming the 500 gold include. I'm gonna try to haggle. I don't know. Last time I tried to haggle a guy, I ended up with junk.
I mean, if you want to haggle, you can try. You can try whatever you want.
Unless Janie tries.
I mean,
Janie's like,
Janie's great with sailors.
Arvine and Janie
Hey-oh.
gotta lean over the counter
Janie
with
really
their
likes
outfits.
ships.
Matisse is not having
I was
any
thinking
of
about that the other day. That
She'll
scene.
just be punching people.
Janie has a lot of gold, so
Okay.
Janie's still got like 1,800 gold she's sitting on. Because Janie never buys anything. So
Yeah,
I will be buying something
Janie
today.
can buy you a boat, Strax.
I'm sitting at about 1,100 myself. So
Better than me.
I could buy you a boat and still have more money than you.
So there.
Bitch.
Boat, bitch.
if you want to buy the boat, you can buy
I'll
the
buy the
boat.
boat.
We're all going to be spending
I
money on
really
things
like
eventually.
ships. She says with her boobs out.
Oh, you're trying to haggle it?
Are you trying to haggle them? Okay.
She's channeling her inner Britannia
So
Spears.
tell me what you say.
I really like that boat. It's really pretty. And I really like ships.
Bending over with your cleavage pushed together.
She's like,
And her purple hair flowing in the breeze.
she's got the perfect
Okay.
anime look.
Sparkly anime eyes. Yeah.
Okay. The vendor is a female dragonborn. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's not to say that she's not swinging that way.
Everybody loves boobies.
It is a male human. The person is a male human, and if you want to roll a persuasion with advantage for your boobies,
1 dice for each boob.
Huge tracks of boob.
you plop them on the counter before you start talking to this person.
With advantage?
With advantage,
Yes.
13 on that one.
13 and a 12. So 13. What is my persuasion? I haven't had to. That's an 18, sir.
18. Okay, this gentleman is kind of gaga-eyed and doesn't really make much eye contact with you.
Okay.
Spends his time looking down a lot.
I really like ships.
So you can get the boat for 400.
Nice.
Good job.
No, I really still have more money than you.
Now I know who the DM's favorite is.
Anybody with boobs, John? Pretty much, yeah. The left side of the table, from the listener's perspective, the left side of the table is all boobs. The right side's all moobs.
Yeah.
Except Matisse technically has boobs.
Oh, that's right, that's right. I'm just looking at the actual people
Matisse is mini.
in real life at the table.
Yeah, in real life I have moobs.
You do not. Stop it.
How's that training brow working, John?
Oh my god.
It itches some days, but I'm getting used to it.
Guys are so mean to each other. I say as I call him ass face 2 weeks ago.
2 adventures in a row, I think, actually.
Bar.
To be fair, I deserve
To be
it.
fair.
To be fair.
You did deserve it.
He was being a bit
He was
twinkish.
being very fresh that night.
That was supposed to have a D on it. That was dinkish, not twinkish.
Yeah, I don't think that Strax leans that way.
No
No.
Twinkies for Strax. John is turning the cutest shade of red.
I am, yes, from holding my tongue. I'm trying to avoid the obvious cream filling jokes.
Just pet your box.
Is that how that works?
Just pet your box. It's soft
And velvety.
and velvety.
Okay, so we have purchased a folding boat.
Yay, boat.
Yay, boat.
What other sorts of items might people be looking for?
And maybe there might be a man in it.
I do like ships.
I'm gonna read
Ship that.
I'll put the boat in the bag. Can I put the boat in the bag?
It's folded.
It's folded
so
up.
You can put it in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just didn't want to make sure it wasn't extra.
That is what she just said.
Do we want something?
Put the bag in a boat. Or
Like,
a boat in a
Put it
bag.
in.
A portable hole or something with more storage? Alternate dimension if we can find them?
I would love a portable hole.
Haversack?
Flooding. I better not get a flooding boat.
I think Janie would have a lot of fun having a portable hole.
A lot of funny jokes.
Let's see. I'm go ahead and read the
This is
description
a
of the folding boat
interesting
for
Friday night.
posterity.
It's always an interesting Friday.
So, the object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It weighs 4 pounds and floats. I hope so. It can be opened to store items inside. This item also has 3 command words, each requiring you to use an action to speak it. 1 command word causes the box to unfold into a boat 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. Boat has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lantern sail. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. That's going to be a bit difficult.
What are we going to do with your constructs?
They can go in the bag.
They don't need to breathe.
The
They
second
don't.
command word...
Would I be
Oh,
considered
hang
large?
on. The second command word
No.
causes the box to unfold into a ship, 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep.
Shipping.
The ship has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar, an anchor, a deck, a cabin, and a mast with a square sail. The ship can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably.
Nice.
There we go.
Does any of
the
us know
third
how to
command?
actually sail a ship?
Maybe I might.
Maybe from past
Off to
lives,
sailing school.
Matisse would.
When the box becomes a vessel, its weight becomes that of a normal vessel of size, and anything that was stored in the box remains in the boat. The third command word causes the folding boat to fold back into a box, provided that no creatures are aboard. Any objects in the vessel that can't fit inside the box remain outside the box as it folds. Any objects in the vessel that can fit in the box do so.
Lots of box
So we
fitting.
may still want bigger storage depending on what things we find as we're journeying.
It doesn't
here.
say how much it can hold.
I'm sure it'll be fine for whatever you,
Yeah.
whatever your immediate needs are. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Awesome. Portable ship. Sweet.
Plus 1 to box.
That's nice box.
Oh, before we get to it, I'm going to need a ruling
Sure.
on the spell. What was it? Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum.
Okay.
Does that anchor to the location? Like, if I cast that on the ship, will what it does is it makes a bubble.
Makes a bubble, yeah.
Will the bubble follow the ship, since that's what I was standing on, or will it stay at whatever location in the world I was at?
I mean, I would like to read the description, but I'm guessing it would probably stay on the boat wherever you put it.
So we'll go with that for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it comes up, we'll kind of cross that bridge.
Okay.
If you want to look it up in
Or
the
that
meantime.
boat.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The spell description doesn't really say.
There was some of I've seen that come up like on Critical Role, where like there was a thing like that that's supposed to be in a location. It's like, well, can you cast it on a moving location like a ship? And I mean, hi, sweetie. And I mean, some people rule that you can, some rule that you can't. I mean, I probably would rule that you can.
Okay.
I just don't see why I would want to split hairs with that. I mean, maybe not on like a raft,
Yeah.
but a ship probably, sure.
Okay. Cool.
That's helpful.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
That way I can just keep us bubbled the whole time we're on the ship, because the bubble lasts 24 hours.
Greg, did you say you wanted to look for
+2 laser sword.
+2 laser sword? Okay.
And possibly something for my armor, if possible.
Arvine's
Or a
looking
gun.
for the same weapons.
Or a gun.
Okay.
You promised.
Well, I could do all three of those because I have a crap load of money.
A butt
And
ton.
then she would want
I have, like,
buffed up
over
set
2,000.
of-
I mean, your priority first would be the +2 laser sword.
Yes. But I do need to also find a gun if I can.
Not a priority.
Janie could buy you a gun.
Because Janie's got a gun.
For Matisse. Janie got a gun.
For Matisse.
Matisse.
I still want an immovable rod, just for fun.
There is a joke there.
You have an immovable rod. Oh my. We came in the gutter, we're staying in the gutter, we're gonna leave in the gutter.
We got a ship to navigate the gutter now.
So +2 weapon is it is of a similar rarity to the folding boat.
Did she just say, I'm your baby?
Might have.
So where was I just lost my page. Where's the page? Hold on.
She is hilarious. She was waving her bottle as I was waving, just like.
She's so fun.
Yeah. So it's again 500 gold pieces +2.
I got it.
500.
Yes.
Okay.
Matisse can like put her boobs on the table and say, "I really like laser swords."
And then I start laughing.
You can like take the hilt and kind of do one of these things.
How many of those does that seller have?
One, but if you can come back in a couple of days, there can be a second one.
Okay. All right. You should take it first. Absolutely.
Okay, so
She got a +2 laser sword.
Matisse got +2 laser sword.
Arvine is also looking for the same kind
So that's
of thing.
+2 to attack and damage.
okay, all right. Does it come up as +2 or is it a?
No, because
Chris?
it's a weapon that I made. You're going to have to do the custom attack thing
Okay.
in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Sarah, is there
Just
anything,
adjust the one you have
anything in
to-
particular that you would like to look for?
Is there anything that Janie needs?
What is the robe of stars already buffs your AC and saving throws? Am I remembering that?
Yeah.
right? I mean, other things that would buff your AC are probably
I
good.
mean, you don't have to buy anything. I'm just giving you a chance.
I just have no idea what sorcerers need.
I mean, if you could
Like,
find a ring of protection, that would be good.
So it's +13 to hit. and
You're a
plus
charisma
2 to
caster, is that
damage, so
right?
you make it +8.
I believe that there's an ion stone that circles around your head, and I believe they have one for like intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah.
There might be one
So
for
how would
charisma.
I
It's basically kind of like a way to increase your
description down.
spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
okay.
Are you at 20 already? You are.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
I'm
might
already maxed out.
that might not
What about,
work.
like they make manuals, like books that you can study that would increase your stats, and that would like give you like a +6 on top of some of your spells were relevant.
Let's see.
I didn't study up this part of my character.
That or you just equip other things that can boost your AC, because that's always good.
So you have to modify my attack because it's +8 to the attack.
Okay, so tome. Looking for tome. Tome of clear thought.
Dum dum dum.
That's your intelligence. Leadership and influence is charisma. So,
Is it fixed value good or 2?
Sarah, Tome of Leadership and Influence is a very rare, wondrous item. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your charisma score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score. The manual then loses its magic, but regains it in a century. So basically you'd have to spend 48 hours within 6 days or fewer studying this tome, and you can increase your charisma to 22.
3 then.
Do you want to see if they have that?
Sure.
It's supposed to automatically. Well, see what is your 2 hit bonus? Hang on.
Okay.
And before you go too far,
So that is a very rare item.
you are +5 in your strength. This is a strength weapon. So no, 7 is correct. Because it's +5 from your strength and +2 more for the bonuses for the weapon itself.
Gotcha.
Very rare items start at 5,000 gold.
Holy crap.
So that's
So maybe not that one.
Not yet.
Definitely don't have that kind.
Kate, we can come back around, Sarah.
Yep.
Kate, is there anything in particular that you want?
So besides the magic laser swords, if we can find more of them,
Yep,
which
yep.
she'd be up to looking for +2 as well. She would be interested in things that further increase her AC. So whether that's like
What kind of armor do you wear?
she wears studded leather.
Is that a leather?
Yep.
Okay.
She has +1 currently.
Okay. Let's see. Armor.
I'm trying to think if there's anything we should be looking for as far as like things that buff our mental defenses, if we know we're eventually probably going to be fighting illithids, but I don't know what else we're going to be fighting, so
So +2 is also very rare, which is the 5,000 category.
Strax is more focused on
Okay.
current needs.
You said your armor is +1 right now?
it's a +1 armor,
Yeah.
and then she took the ring of protection out of everything that we
Yeah.
had, but that's the only item that's attuned right now, so she could probably do more.
Yeah, so the ring of protection gives you +1 to AC.
It does, yeah.
And the studded leather is +1, so that gives you +1 to AC.
Yeah. Which, that's weird.
If you can think of anything that's less rare.
I'm trying to look up the rarity of a necklace of adaption.
She's a pony. She makes clothes. Rarity.
I don't even know what that is.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Is it this one? Necklace of adaption.
It is uncommon.
It is uncommon.
Oh.
Okay.
That
And
means-
elemental resistance is very rare.
Does that mean
Okay.
rare?
No, it means uncommon.
So it is definitely within your price range, Strax.
Okay.
For a necklace of adaptation.
I'm actually looking for one for each of us.
So
Son of
let's
a
see.
biscuit.
Let me roll some percentile. I haven't actually rolled any dice tonight. Very interesting. All right, let's do some
Get on it,
percentile here.
DM.
We want you to get the critical on those dice for us.
All right. Chances of having.
Critical
So
low.
you're looking for 4?
Yep.
Okay.
To be low.
Don't we want that to be high?
No, high for as many, like for, I don't know what he's rolling for.
Okay. Okay. So you're only able to get one.
You can only get one.
You only get one.
Well, that sucks. Well,
Are you still interested, or was it more of a group thing?
it was going to be kind of a group thing because
Okay.
if I could get one for each of us, then that would save me a spell slot from casting water breathing and stuff like that. But
I understand. Yep.
although even having one could be useful, not for me because I've already got a necklace. I'll take it.
You'll take it? Okay. That was uncommon. 100 gold.
100 gold.
Are we breathe unto it?
It's not even worth haggling over. So, okay. And I am also looking for an all-purpose tool.
All-purpose tool.
I don't think it's in the DM guide.
Okay.
It's an artificer thing.
Okay. Do you... Oh, so does it show up as an item in D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Okay, what is the rarity?
That's what I was trying to find, but unfortunately...
Gotcha. What does it do?
Okay, I think it's uncommon as well. All right. Let's see.
So I could also
The
like,
actual full
set a price
description
based on what it sounds
yeah,
like.
I was trying to look up the full description rather than just the abbreviated one in the thing.
Okay.
The Gytex all-purpose tool? No, that's the very rare one. Let's see.
There's courses on
Let's
this
see,
one.
There are? Yeah. On this weird ring city.
okay, yeah, the magic items listing is weird. It's not quite the same thing. It's unfortunate because I can look at it.
You just want to give me a description of what it does.
Yeah, okay. Manage inventory. Let's see. Purpose tool. It can be a +1, +2, or +3.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay.
This simple screwdriver can transform into a variety of tools. As an action, you can touch the item and transform it into any of the artisan's tools of your choice. Whichever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it. So it'll save me from having to carry all
Okay.
my tools.
100 gold.
100 gold for that one, too?
100 gold. Yep.
Okay, I haven't...
That's fine.
Okay, just to finish up the description. Okay, while holding this tool, you gain a +1 bonus to your spell attack roll and saving throw DCs of your artificer spells. I'll have to give up my shield or something to use it. But
Okay, that might be more like 200.
as an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you don't know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that cantrip and count it as an artificer cantrip for you. Once the property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn.
Yeah, 200.
200.
Yep. If it was just like a proficiency thing, it wouldn't really be a big deal.
All right.
But the fact that it gives you more access to spells, that's a little more specialized.
Okay. What about the rare version, +2?
The rare version, that would be 600.
That might be worth it.
Okay.
So, okay, 700 gold, and I will take those 2 items. I'm still using 466 gold, but whatever. Money's for spending.
Exactly. All right, Greg,
Do us any good at the end of the campaign.
you're looking for a black powder pistol?
A pistol.
Magical black powder
yes.
pistol? Okay. Black powder pistol.
BPP. I'm down with BPP. Black powder pistol.
Is Janie wearing a necklace?
No?
Well, Janie can take the can take the necklace, because I've already got a necklace.
Okay. What is it again?
It's the necklace of adaption.
I wasn't paying attention.
So if you want to get a rare +2 black powder pistol, that'd be 500 gold.
Okay.
If you want to get a +1 black powder pistol, that would be 200 gold.
What's the difference?
+1.
Yeah,
You get
it's
+1 to hit and damage with a +1, you get +2 to hit and damage with the +2.
Okay. I think I'll go with the +2. Why not?
Okay.
So
Money's
it's
for spending.
500 for that. Okay. 500 gold. Yeah, well, let's see. Ooh.
Does not require.
So the next thing would be a...
Hold on. Sarah, do you have anything in particular? No? Okay. Kate?
I'm looking at either like manuals or something that would increase dexterity, and also just
Those are all the 5,000 gold
they're
piece
all-
ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, if laser swords, if we can get them in a couple days, and then something for water breathing. Just forgetting that we're going to the plane of water.
Okay. I know. I'm pretty sure there's a ring of water breathing.
I
Let's
wonder,
see.
though, would I be proficient at that since I am on the Astral Sea, or came from there?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a racial or a racial feature. Because the astral sea is just like void. It's not water.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was water.
Which is
Oh,
what-
there's a ring of water walking, not breathing. Kate, if you search in magic items need to be on and put water breathing,
yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll
try.
probably come up with something like that.
Sure.
Anybody else? We can kind of go around. Greg, you want something else?
The +1 or +2 armor,
Okay,
which I'm wearing plate.
you're wearing plates. Okay. Armor.
So I give you your gun back.
Oh, it's still your gun. I can just remove the infusion on it. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll just go ahead and kill the infusion on that. And
Great, so I have to change this to a +2 black powder weapon.
There's a potion of water breathing that's uncommon. It lets you breathe underwater for 1 hour after drinking this potion. I mean, do we have any sense if the portable atmospheres work underwater?
I don't know if you would know that or not. Why don't you make an intelligence check? Just roll a 20 and add your intelligence modifier.
My intelligence isn't that great.
Is that right?
Roll the dice.
You can always try it. If it doesn't work, it'd be bad.
which one?
That'll be a 16.
Black powder weapon.
16, okay.
+4 or
Uh,
+7 to hit.
You have actually heard of somebody trying it, and it does not work.
Okay.
+2 and your dex
So
is +2.
everybody in the group probably needs something
should be
in
plus
case
9 to hit.
If the spelljammer is underwater to gain access to it. We want to
Yeah, you just
prepare
that's
it.
right. The 2 hit doesn't carry over, so you just have to make note of that it's +9 to hit, like you do with your.
So, potions of water breathing are 100 gold each.
Oh,
If
okay.
people want to grab potions of water breathing, they're 100 gold.
Might be useful for emergency, but I got something to take care of that.
You do.
Yeah, I just whipped up these cool little things you like, funny rebreather things. You just put them there, and for 24 hours you can breathe water.
This is something you created with your infusions, or
No, it's a spell.
okay?
John is reskinning it in Artificer.
It'll cover
Ease.
the whole group, though.
Artificer Ease.
I feel like
Water breathing. I can ritual cast it. This spell grants up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends, and the spell lasts for 24 hours.
High five.
I will probably get one of the potions just as a fallback in case something happens to you and we need to.
Yeah, it's not concentration, but there is still the possibility.
Plus one plate, Greg, is 600.
Okay.
600 gold.
Correct.
Okay, so
But it
600.
won't be all fancy.
He made you fancy armor with your
Yes, he
god's
did.
crest on it.
Actually,
Is
You
there?
can always have it modified later.
it's ritual cast, so I do not need to prepare.
I'm just giving you shit.
Well, it does make sense. I don't know if there's a difference between something that gives already existing armor
I
a
can
plus
remove that and put in
versus.
something else.
If you let's see, so so you want to have your armor turned into
Yes.
+1 armor. Okay. They'll do that for you for like 400.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Haha. Save the $200. Gold, I mean. Clams.
I'm still.
Clams.
I'm still rolling in some
Clams.
money.
Bucks.
Simoleons.
Simoleons.
Okay, does anybody else have anything in particular?
Everything in done.
All right, so I now have to make the armor +1.
Yes, your armor is +1. +1 plate.
How do I do that?
You just add it in. Well, standard armor is a standard item, so just add it to your equipment. No, you don't have to edit your current armor. You just go manage inventory. Yep, manage inventory. Add item. Search for.
Oh, +1.
Just say like, what is it? Plate mail. Yeah. So
Irvine might look around to see if there's
Before you
a
go
cloak
too
of
far.
displacement first.
plate armor inventory on this. No, just
Cloak of
put in
displacement?
plate.
Yeah,
What's the rarity?
rare.
Let's see.
Rare.
What we got. Half plate, gaming plate, cast off, and half plate. Plate. Put in plate +1. Space.
Yeah, that one's a little more specialized. That's going to run you 1,000.
Eesh. Okay.
Hang on. Let's see what I can find.
There's also cows on Sigil.
Yeah, I mean they have basically beasts of burden kind of things that help to move things around, and plus there are people that can move to and from Sigil. So sometimes they come through portals.
Oh, yeah, they're weird. Put in plate, comma, space +1. You get a space in there. It's very specific.
Obnoxiously so.
Yeah. Oh, come on! I got it right here.
Plate, comma.
Okay, so
Well, let me just see.
Kate, were you going to get the cloak?
I don't have the money for it, so.
Okay.
no.
Well, I mean, some of your party might have.
I mean, it's 1,000 gold total, and I would probably only want to spend about 500 based on what I have.
Four.
You sure?
Yep.
I can
Yeah, see,
I
there it
can
is.
donate
Plate,
like a
comma,
good
+1.
4 too.
Just add that item
Okay, I
in.
mean, I would be less broke
That's your
than if I only spent 200 towards
I'd be
it.
less
It's up
broke.
to you guys.
If I gave you 400, I'd still have over 1,000 gold.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys can help me,
Just unequip
you're willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just unequip your plate.
Okay, so then yes, I am.
Where'd it go?
Where did it go? Maybe it's up top. There it is. Equip your plate. Good. Thank you. All right. And it automatically.
Okay, so you're buying the cloak of displacement.
Yeah, I am. So
Nice.
Greg, if you were going to take 400 away from that, I
Yep.
did decide to do
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank
that
you.
leaves me 108.
So in the middle of all this shopping, there is you hear a bunch of noise coming from a little ways away, and you see these two people fighting in the street. And it looks
I
like
bet on the big guy.
it looks like there is a dragonborn male who's very large and armored, fighting against someone who looks a little more roguish, a little more lithe, a little shorter and thinner, wearing dark clothes.
Still gonna bet on the Dragonborn.
The two of them are fighting, and you can see the people around them are all getting like really, really nervous, and they're all looking away from the battle scene. And it doesn't take long to figure out why. As people are looking around and these two people are fighting, like a big hole in the crowd opens up as people start to scatter from something coming down the street. And what you see is this beautiful woman floating down the street. She has long black hair and piercing blue eyes. She wears long red robes and wears a headpiece with sharp blades sticking out in all directions. And you start to hear, you pick up people saying, "Pain, pain, lady, lady pain, lady of pain, run, run." And
Well, I know power when I see it. Let's step out of the way.
Duck away, hide.
and you see the two combatants fighting one another, and the rogue actually manages to fell the Dragonborn,
Oh, there goes my 50 gold.
and then turns and sees the Lady of Pain, and a look of like pant-shitting terror comes on this guy's face, and he tries to run, and she kind of just reaches a hand out gently, and he kind of stops in his tracks. And then you see blood start pouring from all of the areas of his body where it could pour out of his nose, his eyes, his mouth, his ears. And suddenly, like, his clothes and all of his skin go flying off in all directions, spattering blood everywhere. And the guy's skinless body drops to the ground.
Ouch.
And then the Lady of Pain continues down the street, and the crowd goes back to normal.
Loot the corpse. No, kidding.
So, no fighting on
No
the streets.
fighting here. We met her a long time ago, though.
We hid from her
Yes.
because we'd been fighting on the streets.
Yes.
Yes, in a previous campaign, people did go to Sigil, and they did encounter the Lady of Pain. And actually, I took the description of Sigil from that campaign, from that adventure. I took it virtually verbatim out of that adventure, and I just read that description of her right out of one of those adventures that she was in that you guys played many years ago.
Oh, it's a good place.
Yeah.
Good lesson for any party to learn.
Yes.
Yes, you get the idea that you are not supposed to be fighting in Sigil. So is there any other items that people want?
I'm not greedy.
I mean,
I'm good with
do
that.
we want anything to bolster mental defenses? I don't know if there's anything that would help us against a powerful
Mind.
illithid.
Ring. It would have to be something like rings of mind shielding or something like that.
I can look it up. I think there is a ring of mind
I
shielding.
mean,
There
I'd
is a ring of
be
mind shielding.
curious. Yeah.
Just don't die while wearing one.
If there's-
Doesn't look. It. I mean, it'll. I read through it. It helps keep people out of your mind, but
Well, my concern is, people ripping information out of our minds, people turning us against our allies by getting in our minds.
AKA B-Dog.
it's.
I reach into my pouch and I pull out a ball of
all-powerful.
aluminum foil and just kind of unopen it up a little bit. There you go.
Do you put it on your head like a
You can get one
I'm
for
giving it to her. I'm giving it to her.
you can get one for 150 gold if you want.
A ring of mind shielding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read the description though
Yeah, let
before
me
you
read
go
it.
all in on it. It's not as all powerful as you think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
That's right, you had the one.
I had one in Curse of Strahd.
Ring of Mind Shielding. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible, until you remove the ring, or until you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it, unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. A wearer can't prevent this telepathic communication.
So be
So it
careful of
doesn't
used
shield
rings.
you from like psychic damage
Or attacks, or
Yeah.
or attacks.
Or mind control.
So it's not really gonna shield
Yeah.
you from an illithid.
It sounds like Ghost in a Machine
It
to me.
it will keep you from being, information being taken from you
Right.
by an illithid, but it's not gonna like shield you from their attacking
Right.
psychically. Am I understanding that
Yeah,
correctly?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him to
it's 150 if you want it.
Right.
just so that you're aware of that. If that's what you were thinking, it was actually going to be able to do.
Sure, sure.
Just to put that out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just yeah.
to put it out there.
It's not as like all omnipotent as it sounds.
Right.
Maybe you can just wear a helmet.
Like I got my tinfoil hat. I'm good.
Yes, like signs. But
Okay, and during the course of this shopping, you also, I assume you're looking for a key
Yes, for the plane of
for the
water.
Planet Water,
Oh, we're supposed to be doing that too.
Yeah.
Great.
which
And better storage.
You can purchase the key and
Yeah, how
the
much is that gonna be?
and the location of a portal from a vendor for 500 gold.
Okay.
I can contribute to that. I'm still actually. Oh, someone.
I don't really have very much. Well, I can
I
give
still have
100.
1,000.
Janie still has 1,000.
We could each give 100 and then Janie give 200 or something like that. Does that seem reasonable?
All right, so my gold is tapped out.
I'm down to 366.
You guys need me to do the whole thing?
I mean, if you've got over 1,000,
I've got
Save it for
1,078 right now.
save it for a rainy day. Invest it.
okay.
Well, Greg, does
I'll do
Matisse have
100.
no
It's
gold?
fine.
Do you have no gold?
I have 8. I spent a lot on.
Yeah, you guys just
You've
spent
got
a whole lot.
229. You forgot to count your platinum.
Oh,
Okay, all right. I just didn't want you to be left with like 8 gold.
Okay, I'll spend 100 and whatever other people want to spend, then you,
well, I
you spend the
spent what I
balance,
was spend,
Janie.
which was 100. So
Okay, so
throw
3
in
of you
100,
spend 100. Janie spent 200.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Just saying, like,
Yeah, she'll catch us back.
You're gonna need
Yeah.
spell components later.
yeah,
Okay.
Make sure you're stocked up on that. Check for materials.
Can we find like something larger than the bag of holding, or do you want something larger than
Do you
the
have a problem with my bag of holding?
That's up to you.
you got a problem with the sack?
I mean, depending on what loot we find, the thing
know
is
it's
not
wrinkly, but
infinite,
come
right?
on.
I'm gonna see if I can find a bag of devouring to give to her.
I'm gonna find a cursed item to give to Arvine. All right, so has everybody bought all the magic items they want to buy?
Yarf.
You now have the portal key to the elemental plane of water, and
got
you
a boat.
know where there is a portal.
Yeah.
How would you like to proceed?
let's go.
I guess we should.
Unless you want, are we like hanging about waiting for some weapons to be delivered or something?
Do you want to wait a couple days?
Oh,
Your
yeah.
laser
I mean,
swords.
I don't know. I'm worried about. I guess we came how many weeks to get here anyway? 3 weeks
Yeah.
already.
What is the?
I mean,
what is-
we could check the tablet too and see if it's still reading.
Oh, that
plane of water.
that is
Not
still
while we're
there.
out in the open.
I agree. Maybe get an inn and stay one night, and then see if we can.
I could crash out for a night. It's been a long day.
Sure. Do you have something that would help to make it so we're crashing in a place where we can't be scryed on or located, depending on how powerful our enemies are?
Are you trying to think? No.
Don't forget you're also in another dimension.
Yeah, that's true.
A dimension of sight and sound.
And also pain, apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say we stay long enough to try to get the laser sword. Maybe before we go through to the plane, confirm that the tablet still says that it's there, because if it's moved, then clearly we need to find a different key or a different plane.
I
Didn't just buy a $500 key for nothing.
And we'll sell it.
I need to retool. I need
For
to retool a couple
$100.
of my little toys anyway.
Half retail. Unless you're effective at haggling. With your boobies.
I need. Yeah. Strax needs to reshuffle some spells anyway.
Okay. So let's go get an inn.
And some drink.
All right, so you're going to an inn. There are plenty of inns.
I should think so. I as well at least find one somewhere kind of close to where we want to go anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
I think it's time
that's
for
no problem at all.
Less sketchy.
some ale Strax.
Yeah, all right.
Oh
Not
boy.
gonna have a drinking party
Strax,
again, are you?
and Matisse
It's evening.
drinking
Of course we are.
games again. Yeah.
We're drinking and we're singing songs.
Irvine and Janie are just like
We're regaling.
staring.
We'll see you later.
Okay, so you basically it takes a couple days for the vendor, but you can stay at a tavern and you can basically 2 days from now you get yourself
gold.
the +2 laser sword for 500.
For 500?
Yeah.
Okay. Can anybody help me with that? Because that would take me down to like 76 gold. I mean, I can do that, but it's up to people.
What was the question?
Can anybody help me with a 500 gold weapon?
Your weapon's
Yes.
your problem.
I can give
I
you.
can pitch
Probably
the
not really, actually.
400 in for it.
Okay, and I'll cover the other 100. Don't worry
Okay.
about it, Matisse. You need to hold what funds you have.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Jeannie's just throwing money around.
And you get a new toy.
And you get a new toy. And you get a boat. And you get a boat.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I gotta put the boat in the inventory.
Don't forget the boat.
Yeah, don't forget the boat.
So I have
I worked hard for
potion of
that
water
ship.
breathing, displacement cloak,
She worked hard for that ship.
and +2 laser sword.
Okay. So then you check the data pad. It says Sigil City. No, I'm just kidding. The Spelljammer is still on the elemental plane of water.
Okay. So then I'd say we go to the portal site.
Okay.
I probably need to update my inventory because I would have
Is it
equipped and
blue or
attuned all
orange?
these things.
What?
The portal site.
On the port-
Hey yo!
Nerds.
That's right. That's my nerd.
it's actually there's an area where they actually have like a working fountain,
Okay.
and like in the center of the fountain, there's basically this arch, and it just looks like an arch. Like you can, looks like somebody can just walk through it from either side, and it's just an arch in the middle of the fountain, and the water is coming out from like the sides of the fountain and from the top of the arch. And according to the seller of the key, you need to basically walk up to that arch. You have to go into the fountain and walk up to the. I mean, the fountain's like a foot deep of water.
Okay.
And you have to
Or
use
you go
use
to
the
the
key.
water plane in water.
Yeah.
It's too obvious.
All right, before we go in.
He didn't finish.
Bust out
Oh, you're not finished yet?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you, though,
All right,
Sarah.
before we go in, give me a couple of minutes, and I hand everybody a little thing to clip on like the side of their mouth.
Yep.
Takes me 10 minutes to get them all adjusted and stuff like that, and now, poof! For the next 24 hours, everybody's breathing water, can breathe water.
Awesome.
Nice.
Matisse sounds strangely like a certain black-caped hero or anti-hero.
So you all have some kind of artificer rebreather now, kind of thing.
God.
That's funny.
Okay. So you go up you step into the fountain. People don't really seem to care because
They know.
the assumption is that they know that this is a portal.
Yeah.
And when you walk up to it and you hold out the key, which is it's basically like a globe with water in it, it glows, and then the gate glows, and then you see what looks like through the portal. You see the image of what looks like a part of an island or a shoreline that is under a heavy storm.
Well, we're gonna get wet anyway, but at least we're not starting off in water.
Yeah.
Whee! Janie goes through.
And
All
bust
right.
out the boat.
Let's go. Oh, well, I don't know. We want to capsize. Well, yeah.
The ship.
Come on.
Somebody's
Pete,
gonna have
off
to
we
bail out the
go.
boat.
I mean, are we like on the shoreline or are we in deep
We
water?
don't know yet.
Yeah,
Just walk
find
through.
out.
Let's
So-
let the DM read
We'll
his
see.
description.
We
You
shall.
step through the portal and find yourselves walking out of a large boulder with a flat vertical surface. You are very close to a shoreline, and a raging thunderstorm is overhead. You are instantly drenched as lightning flashes and thunder rumbles, which eventually there will be some on this track. There you go.
Okay.
Lightning flashes, thunder rumbles. The ocean nearby is raging along with the storm, throwing large waves onto the shore. So you're standing out in the storm getting drenched. How would you like to proceed?
And does your astrolabe still work?
Does the
The purpose of the astrolabe was to locate
Just to find
the
your
data pad.
pad. Okay, okay. I didn't know if it
So
could
it's still
also.
pointing at the
yeah.
pad that we're now holding.
Yes,
That's
true.
fair. Yeah, never mind.
Does
So
it
it
work?
would be working.
Yes.
Great.
But it's telling us we have what we were looking for.
okay. Well, quick look around. Can we see at least something that will, like, at the
Offer
very
some
least, some
shelter.
trees to duck
Yes.
under?
Yes, there
or
are
any
some
kind of-
trees. Yeah. It's not going to completely shelter you from the rain, but it's going to probably
least
it's probably going to cut it in half at least.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
give us a chance to actually see the data pad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right. Well, let's duck up under the trees.
Duck under some trees,
and
okay.
see what data pad has to say.
Okay. So you activate the
Janie
data pad.
sets the trees on fire.
Yeah. Before we get
We're
into that,
dry.
real quick,
Too wet. Go ahead,
Before we
John.
get into it, quick inventory, quick inventory management here. Are you hanging on to the key?
I can, although is it safer in
Put it
the bag of holding?
Put it in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay. That's mostly what I want to know. I'll just add that.
So
to
the
my
portal
list of
key is in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because basically we would go back to that
Key
spot and
to
use the
Yeah.
key again to get back to our
Yep,
home.
yep,
Water.
exactly.
Assuming we need to. In theory, if we find a big ship, that ain't gonna work anyway. So
I
we'll
also
see.
got I forgot to put in the Spelljammer locator pad in my inventory. Oh, I do. There we go.
Yeah, I need
Okay.
to do some updates. I haven't changed my attacks for the laser sword or anything.
They don't let me keep anything. I give shit away. Here, have a bracelet.
Okay, game on.
Okay, game on.
Anything.
So you activate the pad, and the pad gives you a bearing of east.
I kind of rotate the pad and see if I can get is it up
Above or
east,
below us?
down east, or just
It doesn't seem to indicate.
doesn't seem to.
It's just
indicate.
east, which is actually from where you're standing. It is basically directly down the shoreline. It's
Okay.
pointing you down the shoreline.
All right.
Well, I guess we could start by going for a walk, because I'm not sure if I would want to bring a ship out in this weather. And I don't know if this weather ever lets up. So
Yeah.
let's go for a walk.
Okay.
Okay.
So you walk for about.
I give the robots a little extra oiling.
Okay. they
we
they
do.
like rust up. Oil can.
Away.
Oil
They
can.
don't both fit.
Oh.
So you walk for about an hour down the shoreline, and then the shoreline basically starts to curve to the south, and the bearing is now out into the open sea.
Well, shoot.
Okay. I mean, do we want to try to rest and then see if the storm clears?
I guess we can give it a little bit of time and see.
Well, that might be the best option because trying to navigate in the storm, we don't know what the hazards are.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like I said, with luck, the storm will let up. Being the elemental plane of water, who knows?
So, okay.
So what's the plan?
Rest, I guess, and
Wanna
see if the storm
try
clears.
and ride out the storm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we'll take a long rest because I want to cast a bubble. Just to make Arvine's day, because she's been waiting for this forever.
So what is it you're casting?
Mordenkaim's private sanctum. I reach into my bag and I pull out this what looks like kind of a mini spire thing. Find a little spot inland, set it down, press a button, and it creates a bubble.
Okay.
And amongst the things that I don't want to pass through the barrier, water.
Okay.
Nice.
It's notable that scrying is one of the things that it
Yeah.
prevents.
Yeah, it does prevent scrying. Let's see. Let's see. When you cast the spell, you decide what sort of security the spell provides. It creates a, by the way, it's a cube can be as small as 5 feet, as large as 100. I'm not going to be too picky in this particular case. Large enough for us to be comfortable in. Sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area. The barrier of the warded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier at its perimeter. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. Planar travel is blocked within the warded area. You can choose any or all of those. So,
Okay.
doesn't say anything about blocking water. I thought I read somewhere about it couldn't about creatures and other things I choose couldn't pass through. Where is that? The area.
I would think it would shelter you from the environment.
Yeah, because
Spell
I would
yeah.
think.
When you cast a
that
spell,
would
you
make
decide what sort of.
logical sense.
What level spell is it?
It's level 4. Casting this spell at the same spot every day makes the effect permanent.
I'm just going to say that it keeps out the range on it.
Okay. It may just be an anti-divination spell, but okay. I may have I may have misunderstood the spell because I thought it also it was like a a place to rest.
Yeah.
It's a 24-hour barrier that protects you from like creatures and stuff that also come through. But
Just for now,
just
we'll just assume. We'll assume it protects you from the weather. It's
okay,
fine.
figure it out later.
It's fine. It's totally okay.
If we have to retcon it later, so be it.
Yeah. So essentially, you take a long rest. You sleep through the night, and the storm does fade.
Like
That was
turning
abrupt.
Into the normal ocean.
And as long as it's not Unga Bunga music.
Well, now I have to be.
Well, you should have gone before we went through the portal.
Well, I guess we need to set out.
Yeah, you're basically on the shoreline here.
All right. Well,
Can we sell seashells?
She shells by the
Well.
seashore.
I guess whatever the command word is, ship.
Okay, and it you sort of throw the box in the water with the command, and it unfolds, and it keeps unfolding, and it keeps unfolding until you have a ship there.
We've got a ship.
Nice.
All right, we got a ship. Anybody know how to pilot?
Holy ship.
In story, I would say that it's pretty likely that Matisse has the experience. Arvine may have picked it up from her in travels. That's my story. I'm sticking
The
with
Star
it.
Runner,
I would laugh my butt off if GH88 has like this
The,
innate like master sailor program.
well, hold on, because the Star Runner is a sailing ship that is
Okay.
powered by a spelljamming helm.
Okay.
And you guys have sat the ship in water plenty of times to know the basics of how to basically run a sailing ship.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so
It's totally fine.
we're not gonna be piloting it through any big storms,
For
but,
now.
Well, maybe.
but we can
By
make it go
choice.
in the direction we want it to go.
Yeah. So basically, so you set out on the ship, following the bearing of the data pad, and that's where we'll end for the session.
Nice.
Yay.
All right, progress.
Progress.
We're on the water. We're on the water.
Hey, Fezzik, are there rocks ahead?
On the road.
If there are, we gotta be dead.
On the road to Jericho.
Stop whining. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
I don't know what that is, so
The Princess Bride, right? Come on, man.
I can't be expected to remember thousands of movies in a second.
Where's your nerd card?
Conceivable.
The word, I do not think it means what you think it means. Anyway.
All right.
Anywho.
So let's say goodnight to the listeners.
Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.